Hey guys, Croft Coins here. I got a box of nickels and pennies to go through today. Unfortunately, the dimes and quarters today didn't give us anything, but I didn't even expect to do a hunt today anyway, so it's good to just go through them and see if we can get anything. I'm sure we'll get some finds in the nickels and pennies today. Looking forward to getting through these boxes, so we'll start with the nickels and then we'll do the pennies. Alright guys, roll 11, we got our first find. This time it's a 1941 San Francisco. 2 rolls later, we've got our next find. This is a 1946 Philadelphia. 2 rolls later again, we've got our next find. This time it's a nicer looking 1940 Philadelphia. Looks like maybe some partial steps on there. We'll keep going. Alright guys, we're on roll 16 of this box, and I think we have a silver nickel right here. On the right side of this roll, it's this darker colored one. It just looks a bit more worn down. And the way I look at these to tell if it's a war nickel or not, which is 35% silver, is I really just try to look at the wear and tear of the coin. If it's a little bit thinner and if it's that kind of like this darker gunmetal color, it's a very distinct color. So let's take a look. It's a 1942, which is a silver year. Let's take a look at the back. We got a P mint mark. That is a 1942 P silver nickel. The letter above the building indicates also if it is a silver coin. So typical nickel. You won't see any letter above that building right there, which is Monticello. So, awesome find, guys. We got a silver. We'll keep going. Roll 20, and we've got our next find here. 1946, Denver. Roll 26, and we have our next find. It's a 1948 Philadelphia. Roll 31. Seem to be getting some 40s nickels this box. We got a 46 Philadelphia. Very next roll again, we've got a 1947 Philadelphia. Roll 35, we've got 2 nickels to look at. We got a 1948 Philadelphia. And then take a look at this, guys. I already flipped it over, but you can see there's a decent amount of steps on that. It's a 1939. So it's a nicer looking 30s nickel. Always good to see. So let's keep going. All right, guys, now we're going to move into the pennies. Roll 8 of the box, and we have our first 2 finds. This one just popped out. Looks pretty crusty, but we've got a King George penny from Canada. It's a 1950. Not really worth much in this condition. It'd probably have to be in better shape to be worth anything. But we've also got a second find here. Got a wheat cent, 1947. So let's keep going. Very next roll, we've got, it looks like another wheat cent right here. This one is a 57D. Roll 10, and we've got another wheat cent. Third roll in a row with a wheat cent. This one is a 52 San Francisco. Roll 13, we've got our next wheat cent. 50 Denver. Roll 15, and we've got our next wheat cent already. 1946. So we've got 5 wheat cents in the first 15 rolls. Let's keep going. Roll 16. Very next roll. Next wheat cent, a 51D. Roll 18, we've got our next wheat cent again. 54D. Roll 24, and we've got our next wheat cent. 57D. Roll 26, we have a 53 Denver. Roll 29, and we've got our next wheat cent. This time it's a 51 Denver. Roll 35, and we've got our next wheat cent. This time it's a 57P. Guys, roll 39, and I have not found one of these in a long time. I just spill out this roll and it kind of exploded. I didn't even see what was in front of me. But look at this, guys. This is a King George V penny. Wow. This is definitely the best find of the day. 1932. Awesome, guys. Look at that. 1932 King George V penny. And this probably isn't worth more than the war nickel, I'd assume. But the fact that we did find one of these in a roll, since these are so old and hard to find, what an awesome find, guys. Really glad to get one of these. We're going to keep going through these rolls and see what else we can find. Roll 44, and we've got our next wheat cent. This time we've got a 1941. Roll 45, we've got a 1947 Denver right here. Roll 50, and we do have one more wheat cent. We've got a 1953D. Alright guys, moving into our wrap-up. We didn't necessarily get anything outstanding today, but we did get a little bit of silver, and we did get a cool older foreign coin. We got this King George V penny. Very cool to get one of these. You don't get these very often. I think I've probably found a couple of these over the years. This is a 1932. Fortunately, we got a little crud on the back, but that's a very cool find, oldest coin in the box. And then in the nickels, we got this 1942 Philadelphia silver nickel. Always good to get a silver in the nickels. I actually average almost one a box when it comes to my average. I think the percentage of getting a war nickel in a box is about 80% from what I found, 80 to 90%. So awesome finds today, guys. I'm going to be going through half dollars and a bunch of other things tomorrow. So when I get those, I'll go through them and do another hunt. So thanks for watching this little impromptu hunt I got today. Glad I was able to find a couple things, and I'll see you guys next time.